Hello guys, welcome back to Bullet Watch channel. Guys, today I want to do a review of my watch, and this is in front of us we have Tag Heuer Calibre 5. This watch I purchased it about a few weeks ago, and I have already played with it for quite some time, and today I have decided I want to do a review to give you my thoughts about this watch, and then and also at the same time I want to dive deeper, talk about the specification, the specs, the fitting of the watch, the movement, accuracy. We're gonna talk about a lot of aspects of this watch, guys, and in the end, by the end of this review, I will give a verdict, my final thought, whether you should buy it or not. We're gonna talk more about the value of the watch, so stay tuned if you can until the end of the review. I will give all of my thoughts about this watch, and so yeah guys, let's get started with the review. Okay, we're not gonna delay, so because we have plenty of things to talk about. Okay guys, so first of all, to start off, when I want to talk about what I want to talk about this watch is that I want to talk about the dial of this watch, guys. So this watch is Tag Heuer Calibre 5, and this watch was released in 2014. Okay, so and this is the newest generation of Calibre 5 from CARRERA, from Tag Heuer. So this is the newest generation of CARRERA, and as you can see, guys, so let's touch on the dial. Okay, something that I really want to emphasize on this from this watch is the beauty of the dial. Okay, the dial is very, very beautiful in my opinion. Look at the, okay, first of all, if you can see, there's a guilloche there on the dial, which is very, very nice. It makes the dial just pops. Okay, so it's not just a simple, I mean, this is a black color dial, but instead of Tag Heuer, instead of just make it plain black, but no, they have decided they want to put like a guilloche there, and this is something that I've never seen on any other watches. Okay, especially a watch at this price point. I mean, normally I will see something like a chronograph, and then the watch company decided to put like a little bit of a guilloche on the sub dial, but this one, for this one, the guilloche basically fill the whole dial, which is very, very nice. And then since this is the newest generation of CARRERA, you can see like the hour marker all is applied. So I used to have, so a little bit about myself, guys. So I started the watch hobby back in 2016, and my first watch at that time was Tag Heuer as well, and I bought myself Tag Heuer Twin Time Calibre 7, but my Twin Time back then was the old generation, whereas this is the new generation, which was released back in 2014 together with the new generation of Twin Time. So we can see from the CARRERA line, the newest generation, such as this one, now features applied hour marker, which I think is very, very nice, because I remember my first watch didn't have applied hour marker, it was printed. And because of the applied hour marker, I feel like the watch itself feels and looks more premium compared to the old generation. And then what I also like as well is the Tag Heuer logo there is also applied, which is a very, very nice touch in my opinion. And then what else? Oh, the date frame around the date there. So we have the date frame there. That's also a nice touch. My old Twin Time, which was the old generation of CARRERA, did not have date frame. Okay, but this one has the frame around the date, which is very, very nice. I really like it, guys. And to be honest, I mean, if you have followed my channel, follow my journey here, among all of the other watches that I have owned in the past, I think this is the first time I have owned a piece which features frame around the date, which I really, really enjoy. I really like it. It makes the I don't know why, it just looks really, really nice with the date frame there. So yeah, I really like the dial, guys, especially because of the guilloche. So the guilloche, the hour marker, which is very, very nice. I mean, it looks very you know, it looks expensive, especially for a watch at this price point. So the dial is very nice. It's black color, and then the watch actually comes with 3 different colors: the anthracite gray, the black dial, which I have here, and the silver dial. And I've decided to get the black dial. And also one thing that I also want to point out is that actually, even though it's just you know, maybe you cannot see it from here, but actually the black dial here has a little bit of a sunburst effect. Maybe if I take out the light here, hopefully I can show it to you. See, if you can see it, there's a little bit of a sunburst effect there, which is very nice, guys. I really like it. So yeah, the dial, it's very simple. So this is a simple 3-hander. So we only have date complication, but because Tag Heuer, you know, put our marker there, applied our marker, and then they also put the Giloshi on the dial, it makes the dial pops. I just feel it's very beautiful. Okay, so let's move on to the next stage. So I want to talk about the specification of this watch. So guys, this watch is 39mm, which is a very nice size in my opinion, because 39mm is classic. Okay, especially for my wrist. I have 6.5 inches wrist, and 39mm to me is almost I can say like it's almost perfect size for me. Okay, I can wear something from 38mm all the way to, you know, like 44mm, but I would say around 38 to 40 mil. So 39 in particular is like my sweet spot. Okay, you know, the watch, if I wear it, it doesn't look that big on me, and it doesn't look that small on me. So it just fits. And I think even for people with a big wrist, I think 39mm is just a nice size. And then here we have the lock width is unfortunately is 19mm. So if you want to accessorize this piece, you know, in terms of leather strap, it's gonna be more limited, because we know the conventional size is going to be 20mm. But you know, but it doesn't mean like 19mm is such a weird size. I find that 21mm like size is less common than 19mm. Okay, but this is still unfortunate. Okay, I really wish that this was 20mm, you know, the lock size. And then the thickness of this watch is quite thick, because Tag Heuer decided to put open case back there. So this watch has the thickness of 13mm, but still wears well. You know, so the proportion, I feel that is still good. With the 39mm dial and the thickness of 13mm, it still looks good on my wrist of 6.5 inches. And then let's talk about so that's a little bit about the spec of this watch. And also this watch is equipped with the 100 meters water resistance. So you can, technically speaking, I mean, you can swim with it, but the thing is, this is one of the downside of this watch that I want to point out. Even though this watch is rated 100 meters in terms of water resistance, but what I don't like is that this one doesn't have screw down crown. So I don't know, guys. I mean, like, I used to own like Rolex, Omega, and you know, Tudor, Pelagos, and all those watches. I mean, you know, I feel safe if I have to go to inside the pool with it, because all of them like featured screw down crown, but this one there's no screw down crown. So I don't know like how safe it is to swim with it, you know. But I think since it's rated as 100 meters water resistant watch, I think you can save. I think it's pretty safe. I mean, if you want to go down to the pool and swim with it, I don't think there will be a problem. But I just want to point out that there's no screw down crown here, which I think is you know, it's a little bit yeah, it's something that this watch is lacking. Okay, so let's jump to accuracy. Okay, this is something that I also want to talk about in this review. So guys, in terms of accuracy, I think this watch is amazing. Okay, it's very amazing. So let me talk to you. Let me talk about the movement first. Okay, so the movement of this watch. So this watch actually only have ETA movement, a very generic movement, ETA 2824, I believe. And it's just it's not even an in-house movement, okay? But I think Tech Heuer, when they I think the kind of ETA movement that Tech Heuer use for this watch, I think it's the high grade ETA movement that they are using, because I find that the accuracy of this watch is just so dead on. So I get about -1 to 2 seconds a day. And I've been timing it, I mean, since the day I own it. And so this watch basically just lose about 1 to 2 seconds, about 1 to 1.5 seconds a day, guys. Which is just great. Okay, so basically that's like super COSC standard there, okay, because the chronometer COSC standard is -4 to +6 seconds in one day, and this watch is not even rated as COSC standard by Tech Heuer, but in terms of accuracy, I get -1 to 2 seconds a day, which is that's like the standard of Rolex watch, which is like -2 to +2 second in a day. That's like super COSC standard. So I just want to point it out. I think that's a really nice gesture from Tech Heuer. You know, I really respect a company that and to be honest with you, I mean, Tech Heuer, I can talk a lot of things about Tech Heuer. Some of the things that they did in the past, I didn't like it, but you know, but the fact that they didn't advertise this watch as a watch that do not have COSC standard, but then they do not meet COSC standard, but actually in practicality and in actual life, it achieves COSC standard and even go beyond that, super COSC, basically, you know, -1 to 2 seconds a day. I think that's just very respectable, you know, from Tech Heuer part. I think I really you know, I really praise Tech Heuer for this fact, okay? And then so yeah, that's a little bit about the movement, and oh yeah, so maybe I will show you the movement of this watch. So it's ETA, okay, but I think Tech Heuer decorated a little bit. We can see a little bit of perlarge there. So yeah, I mean, it's not really a very beautiful, in my opinion, okay? I've owned a lot of nicer watches, like Omega, well, Rolex, not really, but because, you know, Rolex is all close case back, I cannot even see the watch movement. But the, you know, like Omega watch, you know, they all have like a nicer looking movement. But you know, but I can tell you, like, in terms of accuracy, this watch is basically just dead on, and they, you know, this watch can really compete with big boys. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we already talked about the accuracy, we already talked about the movement, and so yeah, guys, so basically I think this is time for me to basically give a final verdict, you know, what just summarize, you know, what I like about this watch, what I don't like, and maybe in the end I will tell you like what I think, my final thoughts, and the value. We're gonna talk more about the value. So first, what do I like about this watch, guys? So this is my summary, okay? What I like about this watch, I think the dial, guys, of this watch is just amazing. I think it's like perfect, okay? I really like it. I mean, some people, when they, I know some people probably think like, oh, you know, the dial is dull, there's no character there, it's just a simple dial, and that's all what it's all about. And that's why I'm so drawn to this dial, because it's just, to me, it looks so perfect. You know, we only have like date, hour hand, minute hand, second hand, that's it. You know, very simple watch, but then at the same time it looks very elegant. I really like, if you see like the rehaut, how the rehaut slope downwards, you know, make the and it makes the dial kind of like sink in. I really like that. And then I also like the hour marker. I think it's very nice touch, all applied. Looks very premium, and I like how Tech Heuer polished the second hand, the hour hand, the minute hand. You can see like there's a very nice sheen to it, and then also the hour marker, how they polish it. It's just very nice. I mean, there's a very nice luster and sheen, you know, that goes onto the hour hand, minute hand, the second hand. I think very nice, guys. I really like it, okay? And and then the bracelet is also very comfortable to use, and you can see like the lock, how it tapers down nicely. I really like that you know, the dial and the aesthetic of this watch. Okay, I think it's the strong point of this watch. Okay, and then so that's what I like about this watch. Okay, and the price, in terms of price, this watch is not as expensive as like Omega or Rolex, but I feel like in terms of the beauty of the dial, I think it can really compete with those big boys. And then what I dislike is that the lack of screw down crown, which makes me a little bit feel less secure if I want to swim with it, because even though it's rated by Tech Heuer to have 100-meter water resistance, but I just don't feel really that safe to go down to the pool without the screw down crown. And also I hate the lock width of 19mm because it's more limited. It's a little bit limiting when it comes to accessorizing it with a leather strap. But it doesn't really matter because this watch I think looks really good with the bracelet. Okay, and then what I dislike from this watch, another point is that this one, the open case back. Some people, especially like people who just started into horology, they probably like open case back. I know a guy, you know, my friend who like open case back, but for me, for this kind of watch, since this watch doesn't even have in-house movement, I'm fine with the fact that this watch do not have in-house movement. But I feel that since it features a generic movement such as ETA, which is okay. I mean, because I've you know, as I've already told you, that in terms of accuracy is very good, and the movement is also you know, ETA is like workhorse. But I feel that I think it will be better if Tech Heuer actually just you know, just close the case back here, because by them open the because by them showing off the case back here, it adds the thickness onto the watch, which I feel that I think it would have been, you know, better if they just close the case back and then come up with a thinner watch. Because if they close, if they just conceal the case back here, I think this watch can be thinner. And thinner watch, I think, will makes the watch feels more comfortable. Okay, because this one the thickness is 13mm, but I think if they conceal the case back, I think they can make it thinner by 1mm to 2mm, so it will be around 12mm. So which is, I think it's better. Okay, I think it will feel more comfortable. But you know, but it's not a big deal because, you know, 13mm I can still get by with it. I don't think this watch is too thick, but I think it could have been better. So yeah, guys. So that's what I like about it, and that's what I dislike about this watch. Okay, but so I've already mentioned everything. So my final thought, guys, so let's talk about the value. I think, guys, this watch is amazing. Okay, like I said before, this is not Rolex, this is not Omega, this is Tech Heuer. And in terms of price point, I mean, the Tech Heuer is not that expensive. It's not as expensive as Omega, and this watch, guys, if you hunt around Tech Heuer, they normally, I mean, if you go to like Joma shop or, you know, like online store, they can give like a very nice discount, you know, if you go get a gray set or something. So yeah, guys, I feel that for the price point, this watch, I think the retail is about 2,500 something, 2,500 US dollars. And if you can get a nice discount like 20%, 30%, I think this watch is well worth it, because I feel that like I said, in terms of dial, I think the dial is you know, I used to have Omega Aquaterra, which I have reviewed. If you want to check it out on my channel. But I feel like, you know, to be honest, I like the dial of this watch better than Omega Aquaterra, which is actually like a lot more expensive than this watch. You know, it almost double the price of this watch, but I like the dial of this one better. So this just to tell you like how much I think, like how beautiful the dial I think this one has. This one has a very beautiful dial. All right, guys, so my final thought, this watch is very nice. Strongly recommended if you are interested in buying it. I think I've already told you about things that that are favorable from this watch, and things that I feel like could be improved. So that marks the end of this review, and I hope you like this review. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.